Hi friends, it's Claire from Scrappy Nerd UK. Today I'm up for UK Scrap Addicts with a new theme for the month, which is vertical design. So I am back. I am coming to you with an explanation as to what's going on. I'm very aware that I've not posted anything on my channel in the last couple of months. And I thought I'd explain the reason why, just whilst this is going on in the background. I'm just matting the photos here. So if you have been subscribed to my channel for a while, then you may know that I've had issues with my hands, and I have recently had a diagnosis of arthritis, and it's affected multiple joints, especially my hands. And so I hadn't scrapbooked for a fair while. I have been on some different medications. I am now on a medication which I need to inject myself with every week, and it seems to be having a positive effect on my joints. So I've taken the opportunity, whilst I am feeling able to do some stuff, to actually get at least this video recorded and share it with you on my channel as well. So I apologise that I have been MIA for a while. In that time, I have had chance to think about what I want to do with my channel and what videos I want to record. And I have a whole list of things. I have 2 series that I want to film and bring to you. So those are in the planning stages at the moment, and I'm hoping to announce one of those 2 very shortly. For now, I thought I would share this layout with you, as it's been a while. So it's nice to be back, and it's nice to be back scrapbooking again. So I've done quite a few layouts recently. There was some cyber crops going on, so it's nice to be able to take part in those. And yeah, it's good to be able to get this video shared with you. So I'm using here an older collection from Crepe Paper. This is Cute Girl, and you'll see here that it's so old that the thickers have become so brittle that they snap when I try to use them. So this is a warning for you that you should get your older stash used up. Otherwise it becomes sometimes unusable. So I have found some of the stickers are dried out. So I'm just making the best of it, and I am vowing not to buy any new collections. I know that's shock horror. I like to do haul videos and share them with you, but I can't say I'm not going to buy any. I'm not planning to buy any of the new collections until I have got a few collections killed off. So I have done that with, I'm down to the dregs on a couple of Simple Stories collections, and so I'm just dragging out different collections. Every now and then I'm just getting a different one just to try and work my way through it and to get it out of my stash. So I'm not adding anything else to my box of collections. I've got 3, if you've got one of the Kallax units from IKEA, I've got the canvas boxes. I've got 3 of those, all full of collections, and that isn't including the extra paper pads that I've got, or loose designer series paper if it doesn't come with a collection. So yeah, I'm trying to use up everything. I'm never going to do it in a million years, but I think once I start working through, and then I can figure out what stuff that I want to de-stash. I've sold a whole load of stuff as well. Made about 250 quid so far, just getting rid of stuff that I'm not going to use. So that's been nice. But I'm not using the money to replace it with supplies just yet. So all I'm doing here is I'm working on my vertical design. So the card there that I pulled from the ephemera pack, I'm going to use that to anchor all of my embellishments. Otherwise they might just look a bit floaty on the page if I just put them straight onto that pattern paper. So I'm just working my way through. I think that's the only piece of ephemera that I actually use from the die cut pack. And the rest of it I use the puffy stickers and the flat stickers as well. So I've fishtailed a banner into that one just to give it a little bit more interest. And I really want to use that TP die cut, but it just doesn't work. It takes up too much room and I can't then add many more embellishments. So I am not going to be using it. That's going back in the pile. But I am going to keep this collection to hand and work my way through. I am being a lot more organised with my photo printing and my not documenting but scheduling or planning my my layout, so I don't end up duplicating photos. And I'll be doing a video on that shortly as well, just to show you how I go about the process of that. And I'm hoping to have that video up quite soon, because that'll be a nice easy one for me to film. So I look forward to that one. And you can see here I'm just figuring out where I want to put the each of these embellishment pieces. And I'm not worrying too much whether they've got any relevance to the photo, because I have found that if I keep hold of those odd pieces of ephemera for the perfect photo, then they never get used. So yeah, I'm just using them. The houses are going on. I think the rest of them are just tiny little embellishments. So yeah. So I'm really sorry about my sniffly cold situation. Just one of the side effects of the medication that I'm on. They actually lower my immune system to deal with the arthritis. And in doing that, I am then really susceptible to picking up flu and colds and all sorts. And I had my first injection a couple of weeks ago. And, a week ago, just over a week ago. And within a couple of days, I had picked up a cold. And yeah, so this is a week on and I've still got it. So yeah, it sucks. But if it's dealing with the arthritis, then I'll put up with the cold situation. And I'm just trying really hard not to sniffle or anything, because I know that annoys some people. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm just adding on this little puffy scalloped border piece thing, and I'm just cutting that into pieces and using that amongst the huge embellishment cluster to try and help bring the black down from that the word cute, because that is quite that black really draws your eye in, but there's no other black amongst the rest of it. So I am just going to add that in, and then that little number 2, because there's 2 of them. And yeah, I don't know if I said, but these are photos of my nieces on their sports day. Like I said, the embellishments have nothing to do with the photos at all, but I'm fine with that. And so I wanted to extend the embellishment cluster up above the photos as well. And I initially put that girl sticker and the heart just above the left photo, but it's going to move into the middle. And just seeing what else I can add on, really. I did realise afterwards that I may want to add some journaling on, just to say what the photos are about. You can probably tell from the stickers they've got on their t-shirts anyway, but I can either do that by journaling around the edge of the page, or I can lift one of those photos which I've just used adhesive tape runner, which isn't particularly strong, so I could probably pull that up and pop some hidden journaling behind. And then I had these little resin hearts, if that's what you call them, and I wanted to add those on as well, so I added a couple of the pink ones on at the top and the bottom, and then just relocating the heart stickers that I've already used. I don't particularly want to put them back on the sheet. The whole point is to use up the stash and not put it back. So I decided to add that heart one into the middle of the O from hello. And this is a little tip as well. If you want to make your stickers into something more dimensional, then pop them onto some cardstock and trim around them. And then I've just done this with the butterflies. I've popped some glue in the middle, and then I've just lifted the wings of the butterflies to give them some dimension. And then because there's not enough already going on this layer, I wanted to try and use everything from this collection that I had, and I don't think I've used these stamps at all in anything I've created with the collection so far. So I'm going to make use of the arrow stamps on this one. And because there are some little arrows in the background that are pointing down, I'm also pointing the arrows down on the stamps. And I'm going to do that on both the left and the right. Now those the puffy stickers aren't particularly sticky. As I said, it's an older collection, so I have gone back in afterwards and just added some glossy accents to make sure they stay stuck. And then I think the last thing for me, I do add this little, the rest of that scallop border at the top underneath the word girl. And then the last thing I'm going to do is just add in some black ink splatters. I do that using, I just use some Indian ink and I apply it onto a tiny paintbrush. And that does help me to control the splatters and where they go as well. So just tap that along each line of the cluster, and I do a little bit at the top as well. And this is pretty much it. So I just wanted to thank you for bearing with me for the lack of videos recently. I'm hoping that I have turned a corner and that things are going to continue to improve, and I'll be able to bring you much more content over the coming weeks and months and years. But yeah, thanks once again for bearing with me. It's been appreciated. And if you've enjoyed my video and you're happy that I'm back, then please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, please subscribe. Go back, have a look at my other videos, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.